But this is going to be starting on Last Refuge. And we got 1-2-0 against Fly. Let's hop into it. All right, in the bottom left, opening Graveyard Crypt. It is 1-2-0. You said there's going to be some beetles, and you are absolutely right. In the top right, Fly 100%. And I love this, man. It's going to be Philbot, Crypt Lord. Just mass fiends with the Crypt Lord. We're not going to see the DK because going up against Fly, you're just going to get right-clicked, and there's just going to be nothing you can do. So this is definitely going to be a Crypt Lord opener for 1-2-0. Starting us off, a little bit of Beetle City, taking us to Beetle Town. What's your favorite Beetle song, Cruncher?
Beetle song? I have no idea. I only listen to anime music.
Okay, well, there you go.
There you have it.
Right
so one thing I'm wondering, though, is does Fly want to play Farseer Headhunters or Blade Master? This game obviously it should be a Blade Master, but is it because he's expecting DK or is he expecting Crypt Lord? I know he goes back and forth. I've seen him do like, Farseer Headhunter, 2 racks all in, things like that against Crypt Lord. But
yeah,
I love Blade Master.
Yeah, I think LR is definitely a Crypt Lord map, but it could be sometimes, Crypt Lord Ghoul opener. The Philbot section is very, very different. It's not uncommon, but it's not always expected. But I think the Blade Master here is a great call for Fly. He knows it's going to be Crypt Lord regardless. So yeah, a little bit of a metagame here in the shop. Actually, a little bit aggressive here. So Fly probably going to creep the item and then quickly salve and go over to the expansion and try to put on some pressure early. A DK! Are you kidding me? This is Philbot DK?
Got denied the CL.
This is Philbot DK? Wow, I wonder if this is to metagame Farseer, but 1-2-0 is completely wrong here. This could actually backfire because the Blade Master are going to be able to creep up the item and then the shop's going to finish, and this Blade Master is going to be in his face. Okay, we'll see how 1-2-0 plays this. This is Philbot DK against Orc on LR. Incredible.
I don't think it's something 120 wants to be playing against. And we start with a circlet from the first camp as well. He should go to the shop, buy a second circlet, and that Blade Master is going to go to town on these fiends.
Yeah, this is gonna be rough. And 1-2-0, he will have a lot of fiends. I mean, this build isn't terrible. He will have a lot of fiends to be able to push the Blade Master back, but it's just how long will he take to get level 2? The Blade Master will not care about his own levels. He just wants to slow down the DK. And actually, Fly just gonna go for some creeping as well. Yeah, interesting.
I wonder if Fly, because Fly didn't scout. We didn't really see a peon scout, so Fly doesn't know what's going on. It could have been standard DK, it could have been DK Fiends, could have been Crypt Lord Fiends, could have been Crypt Lord Pass Expo with ghouls. But Fly just has this build, like maybe he's just purely counting on 120 CL Expo with ghouls.
It does look really weird, yeah, because he hasn't even sent the grunt to like confirm. The expansion would definitely be up by now, right? So level 2 on the blade, he's just gonna salve up, and still no scouting. He might be able to see with the Blade Master what's going on. Okay, now he sees for sure. No blight. Okay, I know you didn't creep this. And now he's going to see the DK, but the DK's already level 2. And now 1-2-0 has a lot of fiends, and that window for the blade to start wreaking havoc is kind of closing. 1-2-0.
I think they're both like metagaming each other. I think right now that 120 came out ahead.
Yeah, this is definitely an edge for 1-2-0, especially if he can get this bit of this camp. The Blade Master will be annoying. No dust appearance as well. And actually, he's going to start right-clicking the blade, but he doesn't get the XP. 1-2-0 picking up the XP, but the item, again, going to Fly. And that's going to be, I believe, the claws?
Gloves this time, but this blade is scary.
Yeah, this is a really strong blade. Gloves, claws, and 2 circlets. Are you kidding me? At level 2?
Already.
Are under attack.
Okay, no dust on the DK though, so we can't actually see Fly 100% lose his blade like he usually does. Gonna be able to keep his blade alive, and we know that Fly plays aggressive and risque, and he's gonna keep doing it. Oh, trying to risk for the trapper. I love to see him. Dude, Fly is he's so aggressive. He's one of those Blade Masters players that just like will go for broke at 1 HP just to get the XP, and I mean sometimes they get away with it and Fly looks like a god, but for the most part he'll just lose his hero, and it's like
known for losing his Blade Master.
Yeah, it's like his thing.
That's what he's known for. But when you gamble like that and play really aggressive and you really play on the edge, it's going to happen when you play 1,000 games. You're going to lose your Blade Master several times. but when you pull it off, it looks insane.
Okay, so 120 going to go to the shop. This is the typical creep, but the Fly just continuing to put on pressure with this Blade Master. And actually, 120 going to go back and try to right-click the Blade. And this is going to stop 120's creeping. And 120 having a hard time getting level 3, but also having a hard time keeping these Fiends alive. Nice block so far from Fly. Right-clicking constantly is the Blade Master. The DK actually taking some damage as well. And this is just all gravy for Fly because he's just stalling for his tier 2. He's actually quick-teching to tier 3 Cruncher.
Yeah, he's playing kind of standard, I guess. SH coming out, then he should probably send his grunts back and just creep. He might even maybe try to be aggressive with the SH, but I believe that's always usually a bad choice. DK is getting close to 3, though. Just a few more creeps and he'll be 3, and it's really hard to deal with killing Fiends when you have level 2 coil. But can 120 get these creeps? That's the thing. He has to be coiling and making sure that Blade doesn't steal anything. He wants to shop. Oh, here comes the SH around. He is being aggressive with the SH at level 1.
Yeah, Fly wrapping around town. So far, so good. And actually, Dust on the DK this time. Going to be able to see the Blade. But, oh, the Fiend gets ensnared. And this could be a dead Fiend. Hex.
Is Hex here, too?
Yeah, he just skills Hex. So he's going to be on the prowl looking for units. There's no more coil in the DK as well. 120 definitely going to lose one Fiend early.
There's no coal tower. He could dive this. He's about a mana potion or HP pot or something.
Yeah, the DK definitely might even need a health pot. Pops the health pot right away. He definitely needs... Oh! He's going to need help. That was a huge crit. And he still didn't get the mana pot, so he still doesn't have any Nerubian or ways of coming in and Fly. Oh, it's just going to right-click.
He's stuck.
Frost armor. Okay, he gets Nova.
He can block. He's blocking.
Oh my god, 120 is blocking.
One more hit, 7 HP. Let's go for the Lich now, too.
This Lich will definitely die, but the block on the DK was insane. And 120 is going to keep his DK alive in this fight. I cannot believe the greed. 120, no Nerubian. I can't believe he saved that DK. That was huge. But Fly has full map control right now, and this is a really good timing. The tier 3 is about to hit as well. Raider in snare, eventually Kodos with the TC, gonna bring the orb. Everything looking very good for Fly. We see the War Mill coming as well for late game Berserkers as Orc tries to get into that tier 3 army that's just gonna stomp, and still Cruncher, a level 2 DK.
He was so close at level 3, just one more creep. But the SH timing worked out so well. The Fiend got ensnared. We saw some nice block attempts by both sides. But then no Nerubian tower, so the Blade just went ham on the DK in his base. And he forced a TP, he got the Lich and a HP pot. And he bought a bunch of time, so definitely not the situation 120 wanted to be in. And they're both taking shots, and in fact, at this point, it's doing pretty well for Fly. We see a fast Temple of Damned, we see some Banshees, get some Curse going, be able to deal with the Curse the Blade Master, reduces DPS. And we'll see what Fly's response is. Does he want to go for fast walkers, get the disenchant going, or just maybe play a different style?
Yeah, I think it's going to be like Raider Kodo with some Berserkers, Headhunters, yeah, being queued up right now. Just going to go into that tier 3. He's going to rely on the Blade with Orb and TC third to try to carry him. And right now, I don't blame him. Right now, he's got full map control. He can creep up anything he wants. Orb finally on the Lich. Level 3 DK finally. So 120 starting to get into his element where he can actually take fights and not just get completely destroyed. But he needs to start creeping, and he needs to start creeping big because you're going to need a third hero, and you're going to need this Lich to level up. Level 2, finally, there's the Frost Armor, and the item was not the greatest. I mean, Cloak of Flames is okay against the melee, but you don't want to see that item. You want to see an aura. You want to see anything better. Even one of the stat items would be better than this item, I think, right now, going into the late game, because this, yeah, DK not getting the best item. And right now, Fly is just going to creep up this lab like crazy. Mana Stone would be amazing.
So I wonder, you know, he got a Cloak of Flames. I wonder if he wants to go Pit Lord and throw that on the Pit Lord.
Yeah, that's a viable option, actually, because the Pit Lord could tank.
Yeah, might go Pit Lord, get that cloak going. I think he's going to the tavern now, maybe.
He might just sell that cloak at the shop though, and he does sell it at the shop. So that might dictate that he's gonna go Dark Ranger. And there we go, Dark Ranger third. Yep, Kodo upgrade coming up. Berserkers as well. Headhunters. Where is that orb? Where's that orb? Give it to me. There we go. Buys the orb, and Fly is just looking so stacked right now.
So this is level 3 Lich here. And SH is still level 2. if they fight here, it should be good for Fly, but you gotta watch that level 2 move.
I think the problem for 120, his army is looking good, right? Level 3 Lich, level 3 DK. He doesn't have as much army yet, but it's getting there. 4th Fiend, actually Banshees, very early Banshees. But the problem is the DK, everything's so exposed. Only 1 invul on the DK. If 120 takes a bad fight, Fly could run away with this. No way for 120 to escape. And yeah, you might be able to save the DK with the invul, but you might not be able to save the units, especially with the ensnare and the hex. We'll see what Fly wants to do. Fly playing super passive, actually giving 120 bulk of this camp.
Yeah, he wants to. I obviously wanted to creep this camp, but that position would have been bad for him. The creeps were in the way, the DK was in front, so it's been hard to get his melee back on the fiends. And now Fly might want to fight it out in the open.
A player's forces are under attack.
But he really wants level 3 SH. It's so close. This Murloc camp should give it to him. And also give him level 2 TC, so there's Stomp and level 2 Heal Wave.
Yeah, and that's definitely when he wants to take a fight. Blade Master might even pop the invuln to get the statue. Statue very important for 120's army composition right now. He might not even need to pop the invuln. Oh, Fly!
Nova. Oh, that was so close. If that Nova went off, he's dead.
Yeah, there's still a Nova in the tank as well. There's still a Nova!
Oh,
Fly!
No!
Gets out of position. Fly being flied. That's horrible. Losing the Blade Master right now. 120 taking a huge advantage in this fight. And actually, he might be pushing the tempo with the Lich. Fly. I mean, we literally called this. We literally called this.
Yeah, and now look at the bottom side of the map. He has his lab. He has his merc camp. There's camps left on 120 side as well. So if ever he TPs back to his base, he can just do those camps. And what is Fly gonna do? The top left feels bad to do, but that's all that's left for him.
Yeah, Fly's going to rebuy this blade. I mean, the blade still is very strong. This army for the Orc is still very strong. Needs to take a good fight. Not a big chunk of army yet for 120. And everything's really low. Could get that Fiend on the way out, but actually 120 are going to keep everything alive and be able to TP home safely. That's good. That could have been a disaster for him, but man, 120 getting away with murder on that blade trade. And now, like you said, all the camps are on 120 side of the map. So this is huge creeping. DR3, DK4, good items, good sustain. And Fly is just running into the camps that have already been crept, bro. You're on the wrong side of the map.
All that stuff is that turtle. And he could, if he solo creeps out with his TC, it might be 3, which is what he really needs. But like I said, look, 120 has this camp, he has his lab, he has his turtle, he has the rest of the right camp, like he has so much to creep. And it looks like Fly might be going for an exploit here. Or just scouting with a peon maybe? Yeah, it puts on a tower. He might just pocket expo here.
Yep, Shadowhunter running back, and there's enough for that tiny Great Hall. That's exactly what the Shadowhunter's running back for. Clarity and a Great Hall, 100%. Maybe even a mana pot, but it's gonna be tight for money.
TC's just slightly short of level 3. That's huge. You gotta have the level 2 stomp.
And this tower's gonna might go up. Fly's gonna actually protect this base because he knows as soon as this tower is up and I get my tiny up, then I'm gonna start being in a really good spot. I can break and actually start to take fights. 120 though breaking very early off of this one base, 59 supply, and this could actually be a window here for 120 to take advantage of this greed, this incredible greed from Fly. Tiny about to go up though, and it'll take a while for Fly to make his money back.
He scouted the expo and he knew he could just break and push right now. And he actually fed the TC level 3 by sending some skeletons up there. This Dark Ranger's close to level 3 as well.
This is just a really long late game. Both players able to creep up like crazy. Blade Master gonna scout a bunch. No shade yet, so the Blade can kind of look at everything. Sees the heroes, sees the items. And actually, Skelly's, yeah, going to scout the base of Fly. So 120 well aware of this. And now he knows, okay, I'm broken. There's no way the Orc is near my supply. There's just no possible way. Wand of Illusion, look how big this army is. I'm going to take a huge fight. I'm going to kill you right now. I have to beat you right now. And Fly has to have the hold of his life. And if he holds, then this expansion will pay off. So far, targeting the Destroyers. Silence on all of the Orc heroes. No Stomp or a Healing Wave, actually, because the Shadowhunter was out of range. But a Grunt goes down right away. So far, so good for 120. And this is what he needs.
He's down quite a bit of supply. He has to get big stomps off here, but those silences are good. Good position by 120 as well. He's focusing on the illusions, which will know what you want again. Again, another good silence. And once again, I mean, Fly goes in, he gets silence, he just runs back away, loses a unit.
Yeah, this is a great concave for 120 as well. The Fiend's not necessarily on the front line too bad, but also just it's hard for these melee units to get good surface area, and 120 going to be able to coil the one Fiend. That's the only thing that's in the way. TC full mana. That's the power of the silence. Look at the TC. He hasn't been able to stomp once.
And now Fly's dropping down to 41 supply, 120 solid, 65 supply. Good mana in his heroes as well, good position. A lot of skeletons as well. This tower's gonna go down eventually, and then once it does, there's nothing to defend the Expo.
I mean, the tower could stay up all day. Fly's at 43 supply. He's got no army. He's got no chance. Blademaster, no mana whatsoever. 120 has certainly done it. The army is way too big for 120, and with this kid's micro, plus 2 upgrades on the Fiends, tons of mana as well. The statues in the back just going ham sandwich. What a great timing from 120, taking advantage of not only Fly's greed, but his inability to keep his blade early, which slowed Fly down from the beginning as well. Fly sitting at 1k gold, but absolutely no wood. He can't even make units if he wanted to, and this expansion did not pay off.
That was good scouting by 120, and good time push by him. And just slowly is ruling away one Fly's army. He has his statues to sustain, and Fly has to back up. He's down to 38 supply, Expo's dead. 120's at 70 supply now. His food kind of went up during this whole fight. And I don't know what Fly can do at this point. 120 can just keep on pushing. He has a health stone, he has a mana potion, he has invuln in his heroes. He's looking really strong. And he finally got a walker earlier, but actually just died immediately before even casting one spell. And I think 120 can just push here, watch his heroes. I think the only thing, actually, if I pause right here.
Kale salad.
120 wants to eat kale. I think he's a little hungry right now.
Kale salad there. He's ready to bulk up for game 2. I don't blame him. This guy's eating clean. He's looking clean. He's feeling clean. And I think 120 was actually debating buying a TP at the shop, but then he said, nah, screw it, I'll just push. And with Frost Armor and tons of units back with Banshees as well for Curse, I just think that there's no way this DK can even die, especially with the Hellstone. There's just not enough DPS.
Yeah, as long as he watches his heroes, I mean, it's going to be hard for Fly to do anything. Fly has to get a hero focus here. Just way too much. Again, they're good silence. Going for that DR. Hex. Oh, dude, nice kill. Good Hex. Nice crit there. Couldn't get the invul off on the DR because it was stunned.
Yeah, that was nice. Kodo actually eats a Fiend and gets in the back as well, stomps. Fly's making the most out of this, but is there too much undead? I don't know. Fly is really doing good, but the TC gets a little... It's susceptible to invuln pot. Might have to be used. Where's the shop for the orc? Shop's in the back, but it's not yet completed. Invuln pot for the TC, but I don't know if the TC can be able to live. Fly is crushing this so far, but there goes the blade. Blade at 116 HP. Shadow Hunter, no mana. That's going to be the end of this blade. There's no way that he can sustain this fight. He'll be dead as soon as this invuln pops. And 120 certainly going to be running away with this. Statue still in the back for 120. Completely dry. Might as well morph into a destroyer. This game has gone so late. Such a huge fight. Blade dead. Fiend comes out. Man, just a beautiful game. And GG's called in 120, man. 120 going to take a decisive game 1. And honestly, is there anybody here that can beat this kid in this tournament? I honestly don't know.
That was well played by 120. You know, that last fight was much closer than I thought it was going to be. I thought 120 would absolutely destroy him, but Fly put up a good fight. Killed the DR, got some amazing stomps off. No, he was down, what, 20, 30 supply? But he made that fight look almost somewhat close.
We are ready for game number 2. Is 120 just going to raffle stomp this guy, or does Fly actually come back and make this a series? We're going to find out on Tyranna's stand, and let's find out. Switch both. There we go. Should be good. In the top left of Tyranna's stand, it is 120. And in the bottom right, it is Fly 100%. And it looks like 120 are going to shake things up a little bit with this Altar Crypt. It's going to be an Expo for sure. And we don't know if it's DK or Ghoul or Cripplord. This guy could really switch it up. And Fly actually going for an early Rax as well. So this could be Farseer with a quick Grunt. This could also be Blade with a quick Grunt to try to put on some pressure. Probably going to be Blade, though. I feel Blade is probably the right answer against Cripplord first.
And it will be a Blade Master. And what do we have for 120? Should be a Cripplord or maybe even DL? A Cripplord, there we go.
There we go.
The most badass card in the game.
Bring on the Beatles, most balanced hero in the game, says the human legend Cruncher. Not a fan of the Crypt Lord, eh? Not a fan. All right. Yeah, so Fly just going to go straight across and maybe grab some items in the mid and then just go to try to creepjack this expansion with 120. 120 is actually one of these players that doesn't necessarily need to creep the wizards or the kobolds for extra beetles to creep this mid or this expansion, although he might go to the kobolds first just to add up a little bit extra beetles because the ghouls can kind of get destroyed against the creep camp. So that'll be the play for 120. And how will Fly react?
Yeah, there's no shop for Fly. Oh, not sure. I guess he might just run straight to the...
Yeah, he's going straight. He's going straight there.
He didn't Peon Scout again.
Players' forces are under attack.
Yeah, it's very bizarre. I mean, I think he's like trying in the first game. Obviously, he just tried to metagame, and like I know exactly what you're gonna do, but it fell flat on his face. But this time, again, not trying to metagame at all. And actually, I think with the skipped shop, you don't necessarily go for items because you're just gonna take too much damage. Just gonna go straight for the expansion. 120. It's gonna skip the kobolds, like I mentioned. One of those players that can get away with it. He's just gonna creep the expansion right away.
He went to the wrong side.
Yeah, Fly completely misjudging this.
Maybe gave 1 or 2 creeps, but he's down to 1 wind walk. If he gets surrounded and he wind walks, he's dead.
And there is dust. Oh, and he dusts the blade right away. Could be right clicking this blade. Fly's kind of surrounded. He's gonna have to burn that wind walk to get out.
That's the position you want to be in. He has no mana now. He has to be careful. If he pops and gets surrounded, that's a TP or he's dead.
Although 120 is taking a lot of damage right now from the creep camps, and this is Fly buying a lot of time, playing Ring Around the Rosie, pocket full of Posey around this mine, but he doesn't get the last hit, and he doesn't get the item.
Early. He's buying a lot of time here, but it's going well for 120. No creep stolen, no units lost.
Yeah, if you can get level 2, this would be huge for the Impale. He doesn't have any more dust, though, but Fly again gets the last hit, and that was huge because he doesn't have any more Windwalk. He doesn't have any more health. Don't want to lose the Grunt, though. And Fly, is he going to get out?
The creep! The creep! Oh, and TP. He may have the TP. Oh, that was unfortunate. But pops up now. I don't know. That wasn't the best by Fly.
No, he delayed the expansion a bit, but it wasn't. It surely wasn't enough damage. And now the shop, he's going to be able to heal up. And does he want to go for the mid camps and continue the pressure? But right now, he's going to be facing a level 2 Crypt Lord, 100%. Going to rebuy Dust, and 120 looking very scary. And I feel like Fly maybe feels the pressure that he needs to cancel this again.
Yeah, he's going to go for the middle camps now, I think. Get some items, maybe. Or maybe he thinks 120 is doing the Merc camps. He's trying to jack him there. But this blade has no items, so, you know, it's not too strong.
Fly burning so many Windwalks. He actually burned a Windwalk to not get his salves canceled, and he got his salves canceled and burned a Windwalk. Nothing working out for Fly, but yeah, he's going to take the mid items. Could get some claws here, could get some good items, so this could help him claw back into this game of Beetle. Going to be able to scout where Fly is, and this is going to give 120 the time of day to say, you know what, I know you're sticking around, but I'm going to, you know, I don't need to necessarily camp this expansion. This mine is going to go up no problem.
Yeah, now 120 also saw Flies in the middle, so he could go for the Merc camp for free now. And this will be level 3 or very close to it. Also, he could get like a greater mana potion here. He could buy Merc support. So I'm not sure what Fly's going straight tier 3. The torrent total.
Yep, straight tier 3. I think that's the right answer. You know that the expansion is going to go up, and it's not the quickest expansion for 120. So just again, try to go to tier 3, try to get that tri-hero, and you're going to try to fight late game. Blademaster coming in, he's not going to be able to steal anything here, and actually he's just going to have to back off.
Great item for 120.
Yeah, I mean potion of greater mana, 120, everything working for him. Shadowhunter coming out and a Tauren totem. So yeah, this is going to just be late Tauren.
Forces are under attack.
Tauren Walker against this undead style, and I wonder what 120 wants to go for. Normally we see we could see double Crypt, double Pump Fiends, we could see double Slaughterhouse and go for an expansion, or sorry, Fiend Destroyer with some ghouls. He still has a high ghoul count, so I think this might be maybe a Ghoul Destroyer play. We'll have to see what 120 wants to do and how much time he's going to have to do it. Fly, on the other hand, just creeping out like crazy, getting some good items on this blade, though.
And now 120 just keep on 120 is creeping the lab as well. He's just gonna power creep his crypt ward.
A player's forces are under attack.
Send the Bidoux down to scout, see where the expo time is going to go, see what Fly's going into. I don't know if he's scouted the main base yet, but he can probably assume there's a foreign coming down. And yeah, I hope we see some frosties or something. I want to see those.
Yeah, frost worms. I don't know. I think maybe the sack pit would go down already. I think it's just gonna. Actually, I don't see the slaughterhouses either. So I'm not too sure what 120 is trying to do.
There's no crypts yet.
Oh, yeah.
so
Wait, hold on. He's still tier 1. He's not even tier 2 yet.
And once he goes tier 2, we can see what he's going to go into.
Yeah.
But he's just creeping. Look at this. Level 4 crypt lord from this camp. Scourge Bone Chimes. It's pretty nice for ghouls for now. Nice for A-bombs later. Nice for melee heroes. But this crypt lord is going to be insane. And Fly's response is going to be a pocket expo right here, most likely, but...
Actually, not a bad item for 120 with the Scourge Bone Chimes. If he does go into that Destroyer Ghoul with Fiend play, that could actually do some damage. Finally, Tier 2 about to finish for 120, and then we'll see what he wants to do exactly. But Tier 3 has finished already for Fly, and his macro's looking good, and actually he's going to put down a tiny right away. And this could be good because 120 is so busy creeping, and I think he might even creep the expansion and the Murloc before going over to even scout. Actually, he's just going to disappear right away after stealing the item. So this is really good for Fly. Fly going to be able to get away with this tiny for a long time.
Yeah, so 120 took all the camps bottom left, at least the items. So now all that's really left is the top right camps, which Fly has to contest. You can't be giving this to the undead. You can't let the DK level up. And we see a bunch of fiends, no tier 3 tech just yet. Should be here pretty soon.
Slaughterhouse
really
and Temple of the
tier 3
Damned as well. Yeah, this could just be extreme late game armies. Statue Destroyer, Banshee with lots of fiends into Tri-Hero. 120 just sticking to the guns here. DK gonna be coming out. I gotta say though, Fly's been doing a good job creeping. About to be 3-3 before that TC comes out. That's a good spot to be in. And actually, he's got a Walker here for Beetles. I love this at the expansion. So far, so good.
Tier 2 all in? Push? I mean, push? He's not teching to tier 3 and he broke 50 already.
That's true. That's true. This is a lot of ghouls, and actually they're rallying out. This could be a skip tier 3. Double mana pot. I think you're absolutely right here. Does he know about the expansion, though? No tower.
I think he can probably assume it because he sent some Beetles over and saw that he was clearing it out. So I think he kind of knows that Fly has to expo at that point. And yeah, he's just going to spam units and push him with 70 supply.
Wow, 70 supply push. I mean, the DK's level 1, but he's got a lot of items, and this is a double, possibly double mana pot in this level 4 Cripplord. I think 120 thinking that I've gotten away with creeping so hard level 4 Cripplord early, I'm just going to kill you right now, and he might have it. No reinforced defenses. Fly gonna have to come back, but what is he coming back with, Cruncher? He only has a few units, and they're hurt. Wand of the Wind is decent, but Fly's way out of position. Doesn't even have a TP.
And his units are even low as well. TC's level 1 just popped out. This was a good push by 120.
Yeah, we're bringing all the Beetles to this fight here. There's going to be so many Beetles before Fly can get here.
And it's rolled the Beast as well, which is amazing. Oh, here's the TP, but it's going to be a hard fight for Fly.
Yeah, 120 sees this and he goes, Omega Lol, that's all you got? And that is all that he has, 120, but the stomps are good. And Fly, again, is so good at Focus Fire. One of the Fiends definitely going to go down. And actually, no more mana on the DK. So this is actually a good fight for Fly so far. If he can start buying some time, but there's so many units, so many summons, no Dispel. Where's the Dispel on the Spirit Walker for some of these Beetles?
The Orb is still on the TC too, which has been unfortunate. And TC, the Grunt, oh, he's going to get out. Nice. But everything's so low. He has a Scroll of Healing, but he's down to 36 supply for 64.
Same thing we saw in game 1, just this insane timing for 120. 70 supply against 40, and Fly just runs out of gas, man. There's just not enough. You didn't have enough time.
His early game just didn't delay the expo enough, so it gave 120 just way too much time. And 120 is teching off of this as well, so even if he loses his fight, he's still in the game. He still scrolled the Beast as well, he never even popped it. But this is just way too much in dead. 70 supply for 36. Everything's low. Good stomp, going for the DK, but can he actually get the DK? I don't think so.
Impale could possibly be on the blade, but right now he's invis and there's no dust. But 120's already killed the expansion. Everything's just looking so good. A grunt going down. Coil on the walker would guarantee it, and he does. Oh, it's really close. Doesn't get it. Wow. Interesting. There's just so many units. And look at the Vampiric Aura paying work, man. So many beetles, so many ghouls still alive. They've gotten so much value off this item. 66 supply against 33. Fly trying to make it work, but there's just not enough orc, not enough units, man. 2-0.
Fight, but Kodo Beast going to go down here as well. DK is level 2 now. A whole aura is a huge pickup as well. The extra regen plus the movement speed is really nice.
There's just so many units here. So many units, and actually so many banshees in the back with statues in the back too. Like, you even look at any side of this army, and 120's just got a lot. Blade trying to right click, but the Shadow Hunter running out of mana, and this is going to be the end of the steam for Fly.
Players' forces are under
And he doesn't even have an expansion behind this.
Purple's getting level 5 here real soon as well.
120's just creeping too. Yeah, he's just trying to get any experience he can. There's level 5. This is tough. This is tough. I mean, 120 sitting on expansion. I don't see any possible way that Fly can come back. This would be the most miraculous comeback ever. Probably going to see this Blade Master die, and then that's going to be the end of the game. But right now, an Impale would do it. But nice stomp. Going to be able to save the Blade for now. But there's no more invuln pot on the Blade. Nice Impale, too. Really nice Impale. Going to pick off these precious units. Fly needs every unit he can get right now. And with the Impale, it's just almost free pickings for 120 as well. This is just looking so grim. So many units. +2 attack on the Fiends. Love to see it. Just so much damage output. And now the anti-magic shell. I mean, dude, what are you going to do? Blade Master running out of steam. Blade Master trying to right-click. He's near the shop. He can sustain a little bit longer.
There's just way too much. Way too much 120. This push was amazing by 120 as well.
Yeah, this was a great timing. It's honestly like lose proof. It just seems like it just hit so hard.
Crazy. Yeah, with the orb as well, everything just melts. Whatever's getting focused now.
Fly calls GG. What a great series from 120. Just a sweet play, man. Trying to stand. Gonna go to the way of 120, and we were talking about this kid, man. Nobody's been able to beat him. 5-0 in the group, and he just looks so good.